You too, Dr. Evette here. Okay, I'm back in the East Garden and I'm getting ready to plant my spring bulbs. I'm so excited. I got a different variety of spring bulbs and I'm going to put some in ground and some in pots. Remember last year I had them in my raised bed, tulips, daffodils, gladiolas, but this year I'm going to put them in ground so that I don't have to keep replacing them year after year. But if you are new to gardening, then come take this gardening journey with me. I am new, not so new, but I'm a year and a half in, almost 2 years to gardening, vegetables, and plants. And I want you to take this journey with me. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's do this together. Happy gardening. Okay, I've already disturbed the dirt. I'm going to top off this pot, which is one of my favorites because it's a mint green. And then I'm going to put several. I'm going to put, I'm waving at the bus driver. But I'm going to put several. This is why I disturb it because there's a root that's way deep. I'm not sure from what, might be from, let me see, I had marigold in this pot last. So this may be from marigold, which was deep, really deep rooted. But I'm disturbing the dirt so I can kind of get, see how fresh the soil is. And then I will top it off to get it almost back up to the top where it was. I'm okay with the leaves being in it. And then I will plant my and then I got some more dirt. Get this nice and full. Mix it in real good with the existing dirt. I'm looking around because there's stray dogs and I'm afraid of dogs. People come back off in the country and dump their dogs, and so I have to be on the lookout. But I'll be right back. Let me go get myself some protection. Right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to get me some protection. I'm gonna add a little bit of bulb tone. Put some bulb tone in there. And I'm gonna plant crocus here. So they are flat side down. hopefully most of these come up. I want this pot to be full of them. So I'm being generous. Waving at my cousin, Brenda. Okay. Okay, so that's one down. And then it says that blooms early spring, needs full sun. The height's going to be 4 to 6 inches, spacing 2 to 3 inches apart, depth 2 to 3 inches in the ground. And it's going to come up purple and white. I hope I put a good mixture in. Cover with soil and water thoroughly. Mulch in extreme climates. So I am gonna mulch. Let's see if I can get a few more in here because this is a huge pot. Okay, and then let's get that water in. Give my roses a little water. They did get hot yesterday. Okay, water in. And let's see how it. Okay, we got a small pot right here. We're going to top off. I am going to put another pot over here because it should be done in threes. Another pot. Because it's so pretty, got the roses on the front. You add a little dirt to it. That's some dirt. Just put it in this pour bucket to make it easy to transfer. Into this pot. Mix the dirt in a little bit. Ooh, this Apple Watch has been through it. I was just scraping it on the side of this pot just now, but I'll get a new one soon, and I won't wear that one outside. I'll wear the existing one I got, because this one, just made it worse, little scratches. Okay, let's get some bulb tone. Be right back. Okay, so next to these two roses, I'm going to put, I think I want to put tulips in that one. We'll see. Always manages to have, I can't remember that plant that grows in it, but it always manages to have it in there because it goes to seed before I can pull it out. And they grow around the edges, around here. It goes to seed before I can pull it out. Stir the dirt. You have to be careful because I know I put rocks at the bottom of these pots. It said it helps the clay pots with drainage. Gardeners will believe what they tell me. In the summertime, I'm going to plant dentures in all of these because I do really good. That's topped off pretty good. Looks like I got 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put 6 in the middle, and then I'll go around the each tubes. Some of these balls don't look good like that. Doesn't look good. are not looking too good. I'm coming closer for you to see them. I don't know if this means anything on them. They're not looking too hot. But I'm going to plant them anyway and see what happens. My army boot. Just topped it off. Get the dirt mixed in. I'm gonna move this a little bit over some, because this I'm gonna fill in with river rock to keep the, I guess they call it moss from growing up the brick. A little bit more dirt to get it more to the top. And move it over. I somehow forgot to hit the record button, but what I've done is topped off these two pots right here. That's a rose right there that I got this year, and then the little wagon over there with dirt. Now I'm going to go in with some biotone and the bulbs, tulip bulbs. Really pretty. Yellow tulips, some of my favorite. It's called Big Smile, and that's what it makes me do, smile. Really is happy by now. Little pot this size. Just gonna put 3 in it. And then the other one, I'm just gonna maybe put 4. Mix it in. Crumble it up a little bit because it's still very clumpy. Actually should turn it before I add more dirt. bulbs in. Now let's go over here. Put a little rag and get the rest. Now, spring bulbs are coming in. Very pretty. What's this name? I am saying a prayer because I want it to look so pretty in this way. I'm really saying a prayer over these bulbs because a lot of them don't look too hot. Plant them anyway. Let's get some water. Get that watered in. And then we'll keep going. My friend's out here with me, just in case you didn't see him passing by. He's over there burning piles. Okay, what you didn't see me do is my husband came to fill in these holes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes right here, 6. And what I did was added some dirt, some biotone, and put some bulbs in that I dug up last year. These are not new bulbs that I bought, but it's bulbs that were from last year that I dug up, that I put in paper bags, and I let them sit. So I've just planted these. If they don't come up, I haven't lost anything because I bought them last year and they bloomed. But I wanted to see, I followed a experienced gardener and they said you can dig them up and store them in paper bags in a cool area and replant them. So that's what I've done here. So if these come up, I will be happy. If they don't, I haven't lost a thing. But remember last year, this is where I had the Dusty Millers planted. And I didn't want to do that again this year because I want to put something that's a perennial here that'll last and not annuals. Although annuals look pretty right here. It's a good look coming up to the house, but it's money every year and I don't want to keep doing that. So let's see what happens in these areas. Remember where we planted it, and then you can let me know if we did well by doing that. Also, I met Mr. Thompson today in the local Walmart, and he has some azaleas that he's pulling up out of his yard that are about 2.5 to 3 feet, and they're purple. I'm going to take them and plant them by my barn sometime in December when I get back. But if you notice, my azaleas are starting to winter, and I hope they make it because one of them died, and these two look like they may be okay. But I love the look of azalea, nice shrub with a flower. Happy gardening. See my friend watching the fire just to make sure it doesn't get out of control. That was the broccoli burning and just some old wood. He's got 2 fires going. Okay, so I'm gonna disturb some of the dirt in these first 2 beds, and that's where I'm gonna plant my tulips. What was just in this bed? Broccoli? And after broccoli was onion. Onion was in here. Ants were in here. Yep, remember that.
Okay, so let me do a little bit of treating off camera and I'll be back. Okay, we got daffodils going in. We've got a tulip mix going in and another set of yellow tulips. Just turned over these front beds and then we're about to put some biotone in. Biotone. 28 bulbs. This is probably the boring part, so I won't let you see me do much of it, but do that. Definitely don't want to be spilling no dirt over. Yeah, I don't want to be doing that.
Water, that's what it was.
Coming up.
That's why I was so here.
Wet?
Huh?
Wet?
Yep. Do you want to put it in them beds? Do you want to put that in those beds?
Can. Okay. Stopping the camera. Okay, I brought you in a little bit closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing, because I wish this was something that somebody would have done for me. But what I've done is run a trench in the dirt. The dirt is mixed in. It's regular dirt, raised bed dirt, and I'm about to pour in some bulb tone. When I say bulb tone, this is what I'm talking about, organic bulb tone that helps with bulbs and flower food. And then I pour it in the dirt. And they say don't pour right in the dirt because it'll burn the plants. But I pour it in on the dirt and surrounding the dirt because when I mix it in, it won't be right on the flower. And be sure to blow when you do that because you don't want to breathe in the biotone chemical, especially if you're like me, you have asthma. And then I just put it flat in, down, pointy in if it's growing up some, up in the dirt. Make sure you push it down a little bit to secure it really good. One, two, three, four, five. Put another one right here. 6. And then you just cover it with the dirt on both sides. Make sure you get it completely covered. And that's how you get that biotone mixed in. Run your hands across at the top to make it a little even. If you like me type A, you need it even. Then I always take a little bit of biotone and spread it over the top. 1, it just helps me know where I have a row. And then 2, it just helps kind of fertilize it from the top. And it's that simple. So I hope that helps another beginning gardener with your spring bulbs. Happy gardening. Okay, so we are done. We've got tulips, daffodils, daffodil tulips. And so in this spring, we should have pretty flowers coming up front. If you're looking at it from the street, you'll see the vegetable garden behind, vegetable garden part in the middle, and flowers in the front. And that's it. So I'm hoping that they come up really, really nicely. You know, some of the bulbs didn't look too good. When I bought them, they were 50% off, so they were probably past the actual true shelf life, but that's okay. Me and my friend are out here doing what we have to do so I can have a beautiful yard in the spring. I thank you so much for watching. I'm a beginning gardener still, partially 1.5 year in. And so if this is the type of content you like, or you're on a new beginning gardener journey, come join me. Subscribe and like. Happy gardening.